Before I introduce Joe Murphy, I was going to read and summarize what had been written in the program till I received a letter from one of his players, at which point I thought that would be a more appropriate way to introduce Joe Murphy. Joe Murphy was the one who directed me in the field of education. He was my hockey coach in high school for 2 years following his military service in World War II. In those years that seemed so long ago, he also served as the coach of the Marvin Foundry hockey team that played once a week at the Boston Skating Club in Brighton. The war was over and several players played in that league prior to entering colleges the next year, where they went on to becoming stars. People like Jack Foligno and Bob Dupree, Don Costello, Walt Delory of Watertown, Jack Garrity, Butch Songden, Warren Lewis, Jim Fitzgerald, Jack Kelly, and Bernie Burke, and several other immense athletes who went on to become collegiate stars. I was the only high school kid who played every game during the first year of the operation of that league. Coach Murphy had the remarkable confidence in my ability that he knew when to pat me on the back and conversely when to give me a kick in the rear when one was needed. In my early days at BU, he was always there to guide me and to encourage me to hang in there, to make the adjustment to the athletic and academic pressures at the collegiate level. No coach I ever played for wanted to win more than Coach Murphy. He was tough, fair, and decisive, and he worked relentlessly to bring out the best in the athletes he coached. I have nothing but great memories of Coach Murphy and feel strongly that had it not been for him, I might not have ever had the chance to go to Boston University on a full hockey scholarship, and I might not have had a chance to enter my chosen profession of education. I'm absolutely delighted that the Hall of Fame committee is elected to pay tribute to one of the greatest schoolboy coaches in the history of Watertown and the Commonwealth. There's no question that Coach Murphy significantly influenced my life for the better, and there are scores of other graduates who will be there on that evening who can make similar comments. In my opinion, no one is more worthy of recognition than Coach Murphy, written by Dick Bradley from the Sanborn House, the Executive Director of the New England Association of Schools and Colleges and a member of our Hall of Fame. Joe Murphy was a special guy. He was a special coach. He was totally dedicated to those people who played for him. I'd like to call on his granddaughter, Karen Giles, and his wife, a teacher at Watertown High School before moving to Hillsborough, Barbara Murphy, to receive this award on behalf of Joe Murphy.
I want to say thank you to all of you for making Joe a member of this prestigious group, and to tell you that he certainly would have loved it could he have been here. Since he can't and our family is small, I do want to pay notice to one special person who probably knows more about Joe than any of the rest of us, and that's his sister May, who made the effort to come and be with us tonight. With her is her son Ken Anderson, who played hockey and football under his uncle's coaching, and his wife Carol. And then for those of you who may not have met them, our two daughters, our two daughters, Linda, who like her father is a teacher coach, and Marilyn, who teaches kindergarten in Fairfield, Connecticut. And now I will turn the acceptance of this award over to my granddaughter, Karen.
Good evening. On behalf of the Murphy family, I would like to accept this honor which you're awarding to my grandfather, Coach Joe Murphy. This is a wonderful way to remember him. Anyone could see he loved sports. He was a player and a coach, a storyteller to me and my brother, and a viewer, especially on Thanksgiving. We'd sit down to have our turkey and say, "Come eat, Grandpa, it's halftime." But we soon learned that when it was halftime during one game, it was still the second quarter in another. There's nothing we can imagine that would have thrilled him more than to be elected to an athletic Hall of Fame and to have his fellow members, many of the men who he coached. This is the time where he spent most of his days and where he had the privilege of